Hello everyone, my name is Mariia Chizhikova, and in this video I'm going to disclose the contribution of the SINAI research group to the SocialDisNER shared task at Social Media Mining for Health workshop held on Colin 2022. Recently, social media networks started to be widely used as a base for public health related research. Among other websites, Twitter constitutes a useful data source for researchers due to the real-time nature of its content and the ease of accessing publicly available information. SocialDisNER shared task brought the community effort to design a system that would recognize all kinds of disease mentions in Spanish tweets. Our approach to this task takes advantage of a large-scale language model pre-trained on a general domain Spanish corpora. Before passing to the system description part, I would like to make a quick overview of the data we were working with. A SocialDisNER gold standard corpus is the collection of 9,500 manually annotated tweets that was randomly split in train, validation, and test set. The training set consisted of 5,000 tweets with up to 15 entities annotated per tweet and being the maximum tweet length 186 tokens. As for the development set, it consisted of 2,500 tweets with up to 12 entities annotated per tweet being the maximum length of tweet 417 tokens. To prevent participants from manually annotating tweets, final prediction were made on a set of 23,430 tweets, while only 2,000 of these were used for evaluation of the presented systems. It is important to note that the length measure were obtained after tokenizing rough tweet text with the Rulebased BNE tokenizer. As an additional resource, a set of large-scale silver standard data which contained mention automatically extracted from 84,988 tweets was released. The tweets from these subsets were annotated with up to 12 entities, and the maximum length of a tweet from this subset reached 378 tokens. As you might have noticed, none of the data subsets provided contained tweets longer than 512 tokens, which is the maximum length of input for the transformer model we selected to work with. So no additional preprocessing is required in this regard. Nevertheless, the peculiarities of the linguistic register adopted by Twitter users make text preprocessing an essential step in order to get a language model to perform robustly. In order to normalize the text, we subjected all tweets to a 4-step preprocessing procedure. Firstly, we replaced new line characters with spaces. Secondly, we limited character repetitions to a maximum of 3. Then we removed hashtag symbols and split hashtag text when possible. And lastly, we replaced emoji by their text representation. The core elements of the system presented is the Reprocessing-based BNE model retrained on large Spanish general domain corpus. In order to leverage the additional large-scale data provided by SocialDisNER organizers, we designed a 2-stage process. On the stage 1, we fed the model automatically generated large-scale silver standard data, also called weak data. Then we took the resulting weakly supervised model on the second stage and fine-tuned it on gold standard training data. It is important to highlight that the validation split of the gold standard corpus was used as validation data on both fine-tuning stages. To improve overall quality of the named entity recognition performed by our system, we incorporated a rule-based post-processing which consisted of the 3 following steps. Firstly, we stripped all punctuation mark and white spaces from the detected mentions. Then we retrieved a list of relevant terms from trained validation and silver standard data and performed exact matching. Lastly, we selected the longest mention if two entities occur within the same offset. The models were fine-tuned on the single NVIDIA Tesla V100 GPU using the Hugging Face Transformer library. To take the maximum advantage of the pre-trained model, we performed hyperparameter optimization that relied on SocialDisNER framework. Our team submitted a total of 2 runs. The table of the slide summarizes the results obtained during the official evaluation, where run 1 corresponds to a Roberta model fine-tuned without adding the weak supervision stage, and run 2 denotes the same pre-trained model but subjected to the 2-stage fine-tuning. The official evaluation for task reveals that the model subjected to weak supervision fine-tuning performs slightly better in terms of precision and F1 score, which, however, cannot be considered a significant performance boost. The best performing model is available on Hugging Face Hub, so you can find the link in the description down below. And with all this, I would like to thank your attention. This was the presentation of the contribution of the SINAI research group to the social media mining for health, titled Weekly Supervised Fine-Tuning for Disease Mention Recognition in Spanish Suite. Thank you for your attention.